Hey gang, thanks again for tuning in to Self Transform. Today, you are getting a look into my free workshop, Habit Breakthrough Bootcamp. This was day 2 inside my free Facebook community where we're talking about why your habits aren't sticking. So I host workshops like this periodically throughout my free Facebook community. We do a lot of fun daily posts together, a lot of funny memes, but also a lot of action based workshops and worksheets there available for you too, because you can listen to the show all you want, but if you aren't taking action, girl, what are you doing? So head to the link in my show notes if you would like to come join us over in Habit Breakthrough Bootcamp. It's happening the week of April 26th to 2021. You're getting a little sneak peek, though, getting a little sneak into what goes on in that group. And hey, they got to hear this first, but now I'm sharing it with you as well. I have a super fun, exciting announcement. It's like super exciting. I'm going to kind of pee my pants and throw up at the same time. I put my heart and soul and sweat and tears into this program, listening to a lot of you, my listeners, the folks in my community, friends, family, my own coach, doing a lot of market research and just soul searching into how I can best help you, my community, start taking care of yourselves from the inside out. So I'm really excited to announce my new signature 6-week live coaching program called Self Transform You. And that U is a letter U. So this 6-week coaching program will give you a realistic and simple health and fitness plan that you can actually stick with forever. Forever. Because as we've said, there is no finish line when it comes to your health. And I want to be able to equip you with the tools and the habits to keep this going, not just through the 6-week program, but forever. So I'm going to help you transform the inside out together. We're going to be doing this live together. It kicks off on Monday, May 10th. I only have 15 spots available. I'm keeping it very small, very intimate. It's a very special, affordable pricing right now, as well as I will be raising prices next time I host this program live. But since you're first, you get the special lower pricing. But you know what? Like I said, I've been soul searching and figuring out what to be able to launch to give you your own self-transformation. And I had to think back to how I know how it feels like to have no time to feel like you can get healthy and fit, and you feel self-conscious in your own skin. But yet you find yourself on the newest diet again, only to fail, feel frustrated, and then gain back all the weight. Girl, I've been there so many times, starting and stopping. And it wasn't until I started my own journey 6 years ago and I found my own food freedom and fitness plan and actually fit into my busy life. It's sustainable, realistic, and it's simple enough to stick with for the long term. And I have these tools available to pivot as my life and the seasons of my life pivot as well. And this is a really simple solution. It's just basically taking care of your basic needs. And I found the solution, girl, and I want to share it with you. So if any of this resonates with you, if you've ever found yourself saying, I feel like I'm always starting and stopping a new diet. I wish I could stop obsessing over food and the scale. I want something realistic for my busy life. I want to enjoy it and it not feel like just another thing on my to-do list. Or maybe you're like, I wish I liked working out. I wish I knew how to meal prep. Why is food so emotional? I wish I was more confident. I wish I didn't feel guilty for taking time for myself. I have said all of those things. So that's why I designed Self Transform You. So pretty much we're going to break it down like this. You're going to break up a diet culture. Like, bye-bye. No more. Simple fitness provided by me. I am a certified personal trainer, Orange Theory coach, and movement is, as you know, one of my favorite forms of self-care. And we're really going to dig into habits that stick, kind of what we're doing a little bit in our Habit Breakthrough Bootcamp this week in my Facebook group, but we're going to dig even deeper. So what you get is 6 weeks of workouts created by me, and all fitness levels are welcome, okay? I always provide modification. My food freedom method help you break up a diet culture and start enjoying food again, guilt-free, because girl, I love my cookies and margaritas, and a lot of that mindset and habit coaching with me to ensure this is an inside-out transformation that sticks for good. So there will be weekly live Q&A coaching videos with me coaching on various topics, a private Facebook community, because as you know, community is such a high form of self-care, and there'll be daily prompts and accountability from the group within itself. And I also have created this amazing workbook/journal tracker you can customize to help you take on your transformation journey, because writing things down, you're more likely to get it done. And we're going to start really simple and just add a little bit each week. We're not going to go diving in head first and feeling like, we're overwhelmed. We're going to take it baby steps at a time, focusing on your fitness, nutrition, and mindset. You can see on my website, if you just go to selftransformu.com, you can read some of the testimonials from my clients that I've worked with. One of my girls, Amy, said, this testimony just makes me tear up. She said, "I still have a long way to go, but I'm trying to remember how much better I feel when I'm nicer to myself. The workouts were amazing, and I really enjoyed all the weight training. I appreciate the fact that mindset and creating healthy habits was the primary focus of this program." Like, Amy got it. Like, you're moving your body. Yes, you're learning how to fuel your body and still enjoy things without restriction, but it's all about these healthy habits and replacing those unhealthy habits with these healthy habits. So Mother's Day is coming up, girl. So this is what you should request for Mother's Day. I made it really affordable. There's even a payment plan for you. And I just want you to be all in for Self-Transform You. This is something I've poured my heart and soul in, and I know this is the solution for you to stop just merely surviving and feeling self-confident, and really just start thriving and start just basic care, just taking basic care of your health needs and just watching you thrive and watching your family thrive because of it too. Okay? I know it's hard to find the time. I know you feel guilty when you do, but girl, we're going to make you lose that guilt and find the time through these simple strategies. We're going to keep it so simple, and you're going to feel so amazing. Okay? 6 weeks. We're all in this together. You can go to selftransformu, that's the letter U.com, to learn more. Like I said, I only have 15 spots available, so make sure you sign up ASAP so you're ready to go on the 10th. And gosh, I'm so excited. I can't wait to see you within Self-Transform You. Well, enjoy this first day of Habit Breakthrough Bootcamp. Hey friend, welcome to Self-Transformed, a podcast redefining self-care through simple fitness, nutrition, and mindset habits. I'm your host, Emily Nichols, certified personal trainer, Whole30 coach, and Taco Tuesday enthusiast. Hey, I know the struggle is real when it comes to taking care of you. I too am a busy working mom who felt physically and emotionally drained until I took action on my own transformation journey. I finally found the solutions to feeling confident and living a healthy lifestyle that doesn't feel hard, and now I'm on a mission to equip you with sustainable tools to help transform your life from the inside out, guilt-free. Together, we will simplify your health and fitness into daily habits that don't feel like another thing on your long to-do list, but daily actions that light you up instead. So if you're ready to redefine self-care and step into your own self-transformation, then let's do this. Welcome to Habit Breakthrough Bootcamp, day number 2. So today we are going to be digging into why your habits aren't sticking. Before we do, I wanted to take a chance to introduce myself to you and give you a little bit more about my backstory if we haven't had a chance to formally meet yet. Obviously, you have probably listened to the Self-Transformed podcast because you are here within the community. And if that is the case, thank you so much for listening. It means the world to me that anyone other than just like my mom is listening to the show, or me for that matter, to make sure everything turned out okay technology wise. But let me tell you a little bit about me. This is kind of a quote I use a lot, is to put your oxygen mask on first. It's something I truly wholeheartedly believe. It's a way for us to breathe, just get that breath in order to be able to help those around us that we love so very much. But obviously, other than the Self-Transformed podcast that I host, you can catch weekly episodes every Monday. I've been dropping some bonus episodes this past few weeks as well. I'm also a Whole30 certified coach, behavior change specialist, which means I just geek out on habits, a certified personal trainer. You can catch me doing some virtual online training programs and coaching at Orange Theory and Avon. And most importantly, I'm a mom, a wife, and a Taco Tuesday enthusiast. Yes, thank you very much. So today's agenda, you'll see some habit quotes throughout this presentation today as well. I love this quote by James Clear from the author of Atomic Habits. It says, habits are not a finish line to cross, but they are a lifestyle to be lived. So I'll be sharing some quotes like this with you throughout our presentation today, some quotes from some books and some authors and other habit experts that I have really done a lot of research into and really looked up to in my habit research on my own. So today we're going to be talking about why your habits aren't sticking. We're going to talk about how to choose new habits, some mindset strategies around your habits, a little intro sneak peek into habit strategies. We will be talking about this a little bit more tomorrow within our group here tomorrow, again at 12 p.m. Eastern. And then we'll get into some easy homework for you. I want you to be able to take action like we always talk about on the show and everywhere else. So make sure that you check that out at the end. But I will say that to the end, everything will have pretty much like a wellness theme around everything that we're talking about today, because that is my realm of expertise. And honestly, I think your habits, your basic needs that you need to do every day to take care of yourself is so vital and important. So that's what the realm that we're going to be talking in today is our wellness realm theme. So, but you can apply what we're talking about today to anything in your life. And also stick around to the end. I'll be sharing that homework with you, but also a very special announcement, something I have been creating and just sharing exclusively with you, my self-transformed community first, because y'all are my people, you're my girls. So let me take you back to 2015, 6 years ago now, and where my breakthrough or breaking point was in my life. So in 2015, I was very overwhelmed. I'm a working mom. I was putting everyone else first. My husband was working various hours. So night shift, second shift, day shift. And it would vary every week, like flip-flopping back and forth. And his sleep suffered because of it. And because of that, his health, mental and physical, suffered because of it. And it's our whole family. It was like walking on eggshells all the time because he was always tired. He was always irritable. And you could just cut the tension in our family because that's the way it felt all the time, right? So I was stressed out, obviously I was trying to climb the corporate ladder at the time, have this like amazing dinner on the table and like have birthday parties for my kids where in all reality, they didn't care. They'd be happy with like a cake and like going and doing something fun as a family, which I've realized now. But I was putting all this pressure on myself and doing all of this. And I dealt with stress in really unhealthy ways. I don't know if this sounds like you too. When I'm really stressed out, I turn to cookies. I still love chocolate chip cookies and I like those Milano cookies too. You know what I'm talking about? They're so good, but I would hide them in my car. I used to drive a lot for work and I would eat a whole package as the day went on. And I would try to hide the trash so no one would see because I was ashamed. I would drink a lot of wine, a lot of margaritas, still like those things. I just don't do it in excess now. And also a lot of online shopping, just overspending. And it makes it so easy, just to, prime it in 2 days, be able to get like a new outfit and make yourself feel better, numbing the pain with sugar and alcohol and shopping. And it just wasn't way to live our lives anymore. It really, really wasn't. So we came to a point, it was September of 2015. We had went to a party at a friend's house. It was like a big camp out, drank a bunch of beer, got like totally like, whatever. And we just felt like total doo-doo, just total doo-doo. We decided we were finally ready to make a change. So that next day, we decided to embark on something called the Whole30. So if you've never done the Whole30 before, let me refresh this here. It is a 30-day elimination protocol. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm actually a Whole30 certified coach, and it's something I coach on through my programming now. But the Whole30 is a 30-day elimination protocol where you eliminate foods that are known to be troublesome, either physically or mentally. And so we decided to do this. My husband, Dustin, was at the point, he was like, babe, we got to do something. Like we just can't keep living like this. He was drinking a lot at the time. He wasn't sleeping well. He used to be a marathon or a runner, and he couldn't run anymore because it hurt. It hurt too much. It was just a spiral that we were just never going to get out of. I was at the point where I was like, yeah, okay, I'll start a diet with you on a Monday. And how many times, I don't know if this sounds like you too, where you've started something on a Monday and by the end of the week, it's gone. You're done. Like I would tear out pages from magazines to do like a squat challenge, or like, oh, here's this really amazing diet where you eat only like green food or something ridiculous. I would try it and I would never see it through. I was the queen of starting something and never seeing it through, y'all. So how was I going to commit to 30 days of having no dairy, sugar, alcohol, grains, legumes? Like I had no idea. But my husband needed this change at a time, and we decided to do this as a team. So we embarked on that Whole30 that day after that big party where we just went out drinking and we just went balls to the walls. And we embarked on the Whole30 the next day. We weren't prepared for it. We only had like cucumbers and apples in the house that were something that we could eat. But we turned to these whole foods. And at the end of the 30 days, my habits and relationship with food was totally changed. I felt so empowered that I actually finished something. I stuck to something for 30 days. And that empowerment that I felt just had a snowball effect, like you see here. From there, both of us were like, well, what else can we do? What other hard things can we do? We started moving our bodies more. He started running again and going after times that he used to run in high school, very hardcore and competitive. I'm just like, hey, we're just going to do Spartan races and have fun. I eventually became a personal trainer. I started teaching spin classes. Now I teach at Orange Theory. It's been the pleasure of my life to be able to get professionally trained from my own experiences, to be able to help other people. From that movement, it really turned into another layer. That snowball just kept going. We turned into personal development junkies, listening to podcasts, books, surrounding ourselves with a positive community of people. So the biggest thing that had changed was my habits. I replaced these unhealthy habits with new healthy habits that were serving me. So what is a habit? A habit is a settled or regular tendency or practice, especially one that is hard to give up. And this can either be a healthy habit or maybe an unhealthy habit. And I had some unhealthy habits that I was able to replace with healthy habits. We'll talk about how to do that over today and the next couple of days as well. So what happened? We had a physical and, even more importantly, mental transformation. Our relationship is stronger than ever because we went through this transformation together. You can kind of see I went from before, honestly, just a new mom, just struggling, to doing hard things like a Spartan race. I actually did that one on a sprained ankle. My husband went on, you can see he's running there. Like even his feet, like his shoes look like they hurt because they're just pressing down on him because he wasn't used to running with that weight on him. Not just physical, but the mental weight he was carrying as well. He went on to be a Boston Marathon qualifier. And we're hoping he gets to race it someday if we ever get back to running real life races like that. So again, what I'm trying to say is these three areas, the nutrition, so what I now view as food freedom, what I learned from Whole30, the movement, the personal development or mindset, those three areas paired together essentially formed my own simple self-care routine. I am taking care of my basic needs, and that helped me transform from the inside out. But y'all, we're so busy, we're not taking care of our basic needs. We're trying. You're trying. I know you're trying. I know you're doing countless Google searches or seeing some influencer post on Instagram something. You're listening to podcasts of how you can transform. And you're like, okay, great, I can start this, but it's not sticking. So how did my new habits finally stick? Well, I had a simple method that didn't feel hard. Okay. It felt simple and effortless as brushing my teeth. Did it right away? Absolutely not. It took time. I had to learn to be patient. So, and I've done the research and tested it out myself, then I've been able to help other women transform. So let's dig into habits a little bit more. Like I said, I could geek out on this all day long. Why are your habits not sticking? Why? So I love this quote from John C. Maxwell. It says, the secret of your success is found in your daily routines. Sit with that for a minute. Yeah. So why are your habits not sticking? Well, maybe you're trying too many new habits at once. You know you want to change. So you're like, I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to do this. I'm going to meal prep every Sunday for 3 hours. I'm going to drink this shake. I'm going to go work out 5 hours a day. I'm going to only, listen to books all day long. That doesn't sound enjoyable. So that's when it comes into you're not enjoying these new habits. Or maybe you think you don't have time. You have this unrealistic view of what you're supposed to be doing with your habits, and it's taking up too much time. And you're thinking you don't have the time, but in all reality, you do. I promise you do. You feel guilty. Okay? You feel guilty. You feel guilty for taking time for yourself. You feel guilty for taking time for yourself. That's real. I get that. I get that so much. Or the change is just really uncomfortable. It's really, really uncomfortable. Or you give up too soon on yourself. Okay? You're giving up way too soon on yourself, friend. You aren't giving yourself enough time. I started my transformation back in 2015. This has been 6 years in the making. Okay? It's taken a lot of time to figure out what works for me. And I've pivoted and adjusted, and I'll share more about that on day 4, about how you can pivot your habits over time as well. But do any of these sound like you, friend? Like you're trying all these things at once, you feel guilty, you don't have time, then it's just so overwhelming that eventually you just throw your hands up in the air, like you just don't care. And you don't, because you're not going to stick with it anymore. It's too overwhelming. You're not going to do it anymore. So thinking about how to choose new habits. And I love this quote as well. Habit will sustain you whether you're inspired or not. Hey, so listen, habits, like think of it this way, like brushing your teeth. Okay. That's an unconscious behavior you will do every day, no matter what, right? Absolutely. I hope so. I hope so. Okay. So when you're choosing new habits, are you inspired to do these every day? Am I inspired to work out every day? No. Am I inspired to, make healthy choices for the way I eat? Or am I inspired to, pick water instead of a margarita when I'm feeling stressed out? Not usually, but I build up these habits over time where I know it's going to help me in the long run. So when you're thinking about choosing these new habits, and when I'm saying new habits, I'm thinking of fitness, nutrition, your mindset. Okay, just those 3 simple areas. That's all we need to do. And that may seem like a lot, but they all overlap, which I'll explain. So number 1, you need to know your why. Why are you looking for a transformation? Do you want to lose weight? Okay, fine, great. Why do you want to lose weight? Let's take it another deeper level. Let's peel that onion back. Is it because you want to be able to keep up with your kids? Is it because you feel really tired and bloated all the time? Is it because you really would like to wear jeans again someday and zip up those pants? That's okay. That's okay. But know your why. Dig deeper. You want to feel confident. You want to show your kids that you are a confident mom and a confident woman, right? That feels so much better than feeling self-conscious and not having low self-esteem. We need to start simple. Like I said, the fitness, nutrition, and mindset, it seems like a lot, but we make it simple and kind of overlap a lot of these things because food is emotional. Moving your body is emotional. Mindset is emotional. A lot of it is just dealing with that and working backwards. When choosing new habits, you need to do it daily. Make a plan to do it daily. You just can't be willy-nilly to just be like, I'm going to do it Monday, I'm going to do it Saturday, Sunday, whatnot. And we need to make a plan. Okay. You need to make a plan for how you're going to do these habits daily, which we'll get into more of that tomorrow as well. As far as like actual big picture habit strategy. As far as like mindset strategies, let's talk about this. I love this quote from Darren Hardy as well. Small, seemingly insignificant steps completed consistently over time will create a radical difference. It's the compound effect. The more you do these new habits daily, the more time passes, the more positive effects you see from it, side effects. You're going to be like, dang, this feels good. And it's just going to become an unconscious behavior that you automatically do every day. So let's talk about some mindset work and when it comes to habits. So let's talk about guilt again. Why? Why do we feel guilty for taking time to take care of ourselves? Have you done something wrong? Have you done something wrong? Have you done something wrong by going and eating a healthy meal, spending time with friends, moving your body? Nope, you haven't. You haven't. Are your kids going to be mad at you because you did that? No. Is your husband going to be ticked off? No. You know why? Because they're going to have a mom, a wife showing up with a full cup and you are able to pour back into them. Another mindset you need to overcome is you don't think you have enough time. We talked about this on the podcast in the past couple of weeks. You don't think you have enough time. How much time are we spending on social media? I know we're on social media right now on Facebook Live. That's okay. We're working on our mindsets at work here. But how much time are you just spending scrolling through social media or sitting there just watching TV? There's a time and place for that. I love to sit and watch a good show with my kids. I love that. But if we eliminate little things like that throughout the day, you might find 30 minutes to yourself in your day. And 30 minutes is a tiny, tiny part of your day, friend. Another one, you don't feel like it. There's some days I don't feel like working out. I don't feel like doing this. I don't do that. If you think about it this way, okay, I don't feel like doing this today, but I know it's going to feel better. It's going to serve me. Unless you need the rest, you absolutely need to know when you need to rest and the sleep. But do a little bit instead of nothing at all. You have to work out today. It's like, okay, or you want to work out today. It's on your schedule. You're ready to go. And you're like, I don't really want to. I'm just going to get up and do like 5 squats and 10 jumping jacks. I guarantee you from there, you'll start adding on more and more. Sometimes just getting that body moving and just doing a little bit instead of nothing feels good. Yeah. And then just some tough love. Lose the excuses, the guilt, the thinking you don't have time, you don't feel like it, you have a lot going on. Friend, we all have a lot going on. Okay. I told my husband last week, I have met my full mental capacity this past week. And there's just some weeks where it's like that. And I had to ask for help, and a lot of times we want to be the nurturers. We want to take care of everything. Sometimes that's a sense of control. I get that. We need to just lose the excuses and ask for help and stop just doing this. Okay. So a little preview of what we'll be talking about tomorrow. So we're going to dive into a little bit more about how to make your habits stick. So today we talked about the why your habits aren't sticking. Sending you all a little virtual love, a little tough love I'm giving you right now. Tomorrow we'll be talking about how to actually make them stick. And we'll have some homework here for you. So here's a little bit of preview of some habit strategies and some action you can start taking. So I love this quote as well. The habit of persistence is the habit of victory. Yes, it all comes down to habit, y'all. So number 1, we're going to have a plan. We're going to write it down. We're going to use our technology like our phones or calendars to set reminders to actually do the dang thing. Okay. Life happens. Forgive yourself. If like one day you don't complete your new habit, that's okay. Tomorrow's a new day. It's just when we don't do something on one day, that's when we're so quick to throw our hands up and not do it the next day. No, life happens. Forgive yourself. Move on. Tomorrow's a new day. Okay. And this is really important to remember. It's exhausting for our brains to make any more decisions. Like, seriously, like I was talking about, I've been at mental capacity the past week and a half. But what if we set up habits that don't take up a lot of brain power? Like I kept mentioning, as simple as brushing your teeth. What if we set up these habits that don't take a lot of brain power? We'll talk about that for your homework and a little bit more tomorrow for day 3 of Habit Breakthrough Bootcamp. This is something I do with my clients as well who go through my programming with me. Before we get into our homework though, focus on this simple plan that I've created for you around fitness, nutrition, and mindset. We're pretty much redefining self-care and habits and what that looks like for us. And we're taking care of our basic needs. And with talking with you all in my community, the listeners of the show, doing some market research, I'm really excited to announce a new program. It's a signature program that I am dropping May 10th, and you all are the first to find out. So, gang, we are launching Self-Transform You live Monday, May 10th. So we're just a couple weeks away from that. You like that U, like the letter U, Self-Transform You, friend. And we're going to be doing this program live together. It's a group coaching experience. It's a 6-week signature program of mine. It's going to give you a realistic and simple health and fitness plan that you can actually stick with forever. Because gang, there is no finish line when it comes to your health. Like I said, I've been on this journey for 6 years when I finally had my breakthrough and breakdown, and I'm still on it, and I'll always be on it because there is no finish line when it comes to your health. So I want to help establish these habits, these healthy habits in your life that are able to carry you through everything. So let me give you a few little details before I let you guys go. So think of it this way. We're going to break up with diet culture. I have a food freedom method we'll be going through. Simple fitness. I'll be providing some virtual workouts for you. At all levels are welcome. Options are always provided. And obviously, we're going to be digging into some habits even more and doing some actual strategies and action plans with you to help make this stick. So there'll be 6 weeks of workouts. My food freedom method, like I just mentioned, habit mindset coaching. Like I said, this is an inside out transformation. There'll be weekly live Q&A videos with me and our private Facebook community. So that's where it all goes down. There'll be daily posts, prompts for me, and just real life chats with each other. I think, my transformation happened because I had accountability that first time I did that Whole30 through my husband. Now, your husband may not always be the best accountability partner. I don't know if we could have done that in some other scenarios, in all honesty. But that's providing you an extra level of accountability and love. I mean, it's such a big form of self-care is being around other women, being in community with them. And like I said, we're going to be focused a little bit more on this tomorrow about having a plan, writing things down, utilizing some technology to make these happen. But I have made a custom workbook/journal that you can customize to help you take action on your transformation journey. And we're going to keep it simple. Okay. We're going to start with just basic care the first week. And each week, we're just going to layer a little bit more on, just a little bit more each week so it doesn't seem so overwhelming. So who is this program for? Well, if you have ever said any of these things here on the screen right now, like, I feel like I'm always starting and stopping new diet. I need to stop obsessing over food and the scale. I need a health and fitness plan that is realistic. We don't want this to feel like another thing on your to-do list. You're too busy. You don't have enough time. You don't know how to meal prep. You don't even like working out. Food is too emotional. You feel guilty. You wish you were more confident. It's so hard finding a tribe on the same path as me. I've started over too many times to count and new habits just won't stick. Friend, this program will help you finally make it stick. Okay? Make it stick. So Mother's Day is coming up. What a wonderful Mother's Day gift. You can head to selftransformu.com. That's self-transform, the letter U.com to sign up, reserve your spot. I am only taking 15 clients for this group coaching opportunity. Okay. I'm keeping it small and intimate because this is the first time I'm launching it. And I really want it to be a really sacred, small space together. Like I said, we start May 10th. It's a 6-week program. All fitness levels are welcome. You do not have to restrict or give up any foods you don't want to. Yeah, we sell cookies and margaritas. Boop, boop. This is kind of like our beta launch group. So you guys all get special pricing this time around. It will go up the next time I host a live, the live version of Self Transform You. But the beauty of it is you'll have lifetime access to all the workouts, my food freedom method, a lot of downloads, and the live weekly coaching videos. And of course, the workbook tracker that you'll be able just to take with you once you've curated your daily habits, routine, self-care routine for that matter. So if that sounds like you, just head to self-transform-you, the letter U.com and sign up. There is a payment plan available to you, girl, if we don't want to pay it all at once. I worked really hard to make sure this was really affordable this first time around and to provide you a lot of value and no excuses to get you to that finish line. Okay, so you can just head to self-transform, the letter U.com. Feel free to send me a message if you have any questions. Registration doors are open now up until Monday, May 10th when we get started. So let's talk about your homework. So for tomorrow, we'll be back here live at 12 p.m. Eastern. And make sure I got this whole Facebook Live figured out with Zoom. Here's your homework for tomorrow. So tonight, I want you to sit down, get a pad of paper and a pencil or pen out, write down every single thing you do all day. That might take a minute, but think about little minute details, okay? From I get up in the morning, I go pee, I read a devotional, I take my vitamins, I let my dogs out, I drink my coffee. Okay, I'm in the car rider line with my kids. I fold the laundry. I do this. I have lunch. I spend 2 hours working, answering emails, and I do this and I do that. Right, every single little minute detail that you do. during the day. Nothing too big or small. Put it all on there. Bring this with you tomorrow for day 3. We're going to talk about how to create new habits that actually stick. This is an exercise we'll be doing within Self-Transform You. We'll do it a little bit deeper level there, but this is, like I said, a strategy I use to help build your own routine and new and simple and successful habits. Okay. You guys will wait till tomorrow. I got a really fun new habit that I've started. I can't wait to share with you. I'll share with you all tomorrow. But doors are open for Self-Transform You. I would love it if you would all come join me there. Start your own inside out transformation. You can head to selftransform.com to learn more and reserve your spot. And let's stay connected. If you aren't following me on Instagram, it's Emily Nichols22. And obviously listen to the Self-Transformed podcast. I'll have some more bonus episodes dropping as we're leading into the big launch of Self-Transform You. So thank you all so much for hanging with me. I'm sending you all lots of love, and we'll check back here tomorrow. Hey girl, real quick before you go, if you love today's show and know your girlfriends need to hear this message too, then grab a screenshot, post it to your Instagram stories, and tag me at EmilyNichols22, because the more mamas out there hearing this message, the more empowered we'll all feel to take care of ourselves so we can pour from a full cup. Or the number one way you can thank me for this podcast is to leave a rating and review in iTunes. That way, more mamas will find the show here too. Love you and appreciate you, girlfriends. See you next time.